Hello everyone, my name is Jonathan Goode. I'm a part of an organization called Unthinkable, and I'm here today for Brother Sean Rogers and Deep Waters Ministry. And what we want to talk about today is how this ministry, how this crucial ministry is really impacting the local city of Atlanta and places all around, but specifically here in Atlanta, because the thing is, this organization is doing some great things out on the streets, out in the truly deep waters of the city. They need your support to actually pull this stuff off. This is where they need you to step up and be the body of Christ and help support this. So I'm here completely just volunteering and saying, I want to support this. I know this ministry. This is an amazing ministry. Amazing man is in charge of it. And I want to not only speak for myself, I want to introduce you to John. And he is going to tell you a little bit about his story and kind of who he is and how Brother Sean and his ministry has impacted his life. So, John, let's just start off at, childhood. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me, like, where you come from before you were a man, per se. Like, who were you?
I come from a middle-class Jewish neighborhood, actually. Grew up in Queens, New York. Moved down to Atlanta about 30 years ago. Got married down here, married a Southern lady.
Southern ladies are great.
Yeah, well, I went through 4 of them, so.
Oh, wow, he really liked them.
As I grew up, I started some mortgage companies and did very well, was a multimillionaire. And then the economy hit and destroyed my companies, destroyed myself. And I wound up in the hotel where I am right now, and I ran into Brother Sean of Deep Waters Ministry, and I'll tell you very frankly that without his assistance and help and guidance, I wouldn't be alive today. That's straight from my heart. No one's asking me to do this, so this is totally voluntary. I have no problem if someone wants to call me and ask me about this. I have no problem with any of that. What he's done for us, for myself, is go out of his way to make sure I have food, and I had no money. I mean, I was totally broke, penniless.
What does it feel like, just to kind of get an understanding, because a lot of people out here, they may not have reached the heights of what you have reached, but they probably haven't ever reached the lowest point of what you've reached. What does that feel like to go from such a high, from a place where you're a multimillionaire, to you have nothing? What does that feel like?
I must tell you that it's better never to have reached the heights and then come down where I am now, than to do the opposite. If you never reached the heights, you wouldn't have the despair I go through on a daily basis. Again, without Brother Sean supplying medical things, I had an infection in my leg. Brother Sean took me to the hospital, stayed 7 hours with me. Okay, I had to stay overnight. He picked me up the next morning, and he's brought bandages and cloth. I mean, things I just couldn't do anymore. I didn't have a dime to do this. Without his help, this is the most important. I can't tell you how many people he feeds here. On weekends, during the week, he'll go out of his way to feed people. He'll bring his truck with food. I don't know where he gets it. I have no idea where he gets it, but it's a true miracle. I
can tell you from personal experience, he will ask until the answer is yes. So that's something I've seen.
He doesn't stop.
No,
he's unbelievable. He's the kind of gentleman I would hire in my business.
Right.
Okay, he's my right-hand man in my business when I open a business again. We've gone through the highs and lows. I prayed with him, which I never prayed with anybody before, to be honest with you. But I have with him. He's talked me into that. He's helped me in some of my addictions. I got through my addictions due to him. Just going forward, his ministry is just so worthwhile. And I got to tell you, the people that have money right now, this is the thing to donate to. He reaches out to people in the streets, which no one does that. No one goes out 3 in the morning to go make sure people are drinking in the middle of the 95 and 100-degree weather. You know, I've
probably
seen
why he calls it Deep Waters Ministry.
That's
it really is Deep Waters.
It's Deep Waters. He goes to all extents. You know, I got to tell you, I don't know what else to say about him. I mean, he's incredible. He's an incredible human being. You know, he has a backbone of steel.
So this is a personal account. This is something this is a real story. We didn't like hire him, or he's not somebody sitting here lying to you about stuff. He can, you know, if I could take the camera and turn it down, I would. But I can say he's got the scars on his leg to prove what he's talking about.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's got. Actually, we will. We'll. You know, he's got. I mean, he has gone through the things that people that Brother Sean is all about trying to help.
This was all infected so badly that without him taking me to the hospital, I would have lost my leg. They told me flat out I would have lost my leg, and I wasn't going to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Without him taking me, forcing me to go, I was not going to go to the hospital.
So here's the thing. We've told you this, and if you're like I am, you see these stories all the time. You hear these stories all the time, these sob stories, and you know what? So many Christians have done such a great job of screwing up helping people that we know that you're callous to this, and we know this is a hard message, but we want to tell you this is real. For whatever validity we can say, this is real. If you have any questions, what's the card right here? If you have any questions, I want you to send an email to deepwaterssean@aol.com. You can go to deepwatersministry.org, and you can find out all the information right there. If you have any questions, you can email him directly, and he will answer those questions for you. This is not someone trying to make a pony. He was making a lot more money before he ever quit the real world, quote unquote, to come out here and serve these people. So I just want to challenge every one of you. I know the economy's tough, but we are the body of Christ. We're the body of Christ, and we're not supposed to sit here and let the economy determine how much we give. So I want to challenge every single one of you to go now, even if you can only give like $5, go give $5, but keep giving $5. Turn down your lattes once a week and hand over $5 and say, you know what, I want to serve the least of these. And go deepwatersministry.org and find out what you can do to serve.
I want to say one more thing, is that I just got approved for disability, you know, because I am totally disabled now. And I am going to be one of Brother Sean's donators. Out of my small check, whatever it is, I am going to make sure every month I make sure he gets money. Because this is so worthwhile. Even when I'm gone, I'm not going to forget. This is something you don't forget, that the man saved my life.
And this is something that hopefully none of you will ever have to go through to figure out the value in. So I want to tell you, please go now, deepwatersministry.org. Figure out how you can donate. Figure out how you can support. Tell your friends. I know you're on Facebook. I know you're on Twitter. Post this up there. Pass this on. Tell them to go there and support. This is a very, very, very valid ministry, and they are doing things for the kingdom like no other. So go now, deepwatersministry.org, and give all your money away. Well, not all of it, but you can give some of it. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.